really said, it's so true, is that whatever you plant, that's what's coming back. So it's the same thing in your mind. Whatever you are continually sowing into your mind, that's what's coming back. So when you really when you really understand that and really bring it in, you're going to be careful about what you're thinking about. So if you find yourself, and we all get there, you find yourself gossiping or backbiting or talking about somebody, you're creating disharmony in your spirit. So it's not a good place to be. So the process clearly talks about too, just because you have a fleeting thought or something like that is not going to, that doesn't mean that's coming true, because we'd be dropping like crazy. The thing is, what you consistently think about and focus on is what's going to change. It's not just an instant thought. Because thoughts, does anybody have any control of what they're going to think about? No. Thoughts just keep popping into your head, okay? So what happens is, you can start working around and trying to bring in the thoughts into your head, but it's which ones are you going to focus on? Which ones are you going to say, yes, I'm going to decide to think about that. When the negative thoughts come in, we just got to block them away and let them pass. Don't spend a lot of time trying to defeat them. So the law of attraction is really the law of choosing thoughts. Okay, there's no question about that. So that's why it's important, clarity. It's important to know what you want. What are you thinking about? Are you thinking, one day I want this, the next day I want that, one day I want this. You're creating disharmony inside your computer. Your computer. So you need to identify your goals and desires. What is it we want? Where do we want to be? When do we want to be there? And a lot of us feel like this guy. What do I want to do? I don't know what and many times I say I'm like 58 years old, and I'm like, what do I want to be when I grow up? We're all really still kids in our hearts. So the key to making money or riches, and I define riches as not only money. I define a rich person as somebody who has peace in their heart, has a smile on their face, they're happy with their life in general. They go around and they just greet people, and sometimes less is more in life, and sometimes the more you have is just more things I got to control, and it becomes. But I will say, I've had no money and I've had money. Having money's better. There's no question about it. So whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. There's no question about it. I'm going to briefly go through this because we're going to go through it again. These are really the 6 steps that Napoleon Hill talks about. Fix in your mind the exact amount you desire, or the exact thing that you want in your life. Determine exactly what you intend to give in return to get that. What are you willing to do? Okay? Establish a definite date when you intend to have it. Create a definite plan for carrying out your plan. And write out a clear, concise statement of the previous points. And read your statement twice daily. This is part of the practice that you need to do. You need to either use index cards or some type of chart. We're going to give you some things that are going to help you write things up if you want. And here's the problem, and I'm going to tell you right now. People stop doing it. They stop doing it. But if you do that and read it every day and every night, amazing things will come to pass in your life. They will. They just will. But a lot of people, like I said, 2 weeks go by, it's too much work. And what does it take to read these things? 10 seconds, a minute, that's it. So, all right, I'm going to skip this one and we'll never get done. But that's another one from Michael Beckwith, who's really kind of going to be talking about that it's not only about money. It's about you becoming you and peace in your heart and being a good person. Now, a big key in making things happen, again, I call it the Mastermind Alliance. It comes from Napoleon Hill, is no person can ever do anything by themselves. You need to have people that support you, a mentor group, a coach, somebody that you can bounce things off. Many programs call it sponsors. It's a group of people. You always want more than just yourself. If you're only listening to yourself, it could be a problem. So you really want to find, his term for it is a Mastermind Alliance, because when 2 or more people are working together on something, a harmony occurs, and it's just a better way to be. So, Jesus even said, whenever 2 or 3 come together, there I am within you. So he likes to say, no 2 minds ever come without a third invisible force. It really sparks up the spirit. That's important for us. there's increased energy created in groups, and it becomes available to everybody in the group. Almost anybody who opens a business, you know, many times it's your spouse or somebody that you talk to, somebody you know in the field that you can bounce ideas off. It's just a good thing to do, to surround yourself with people. And here we go. Remember this one?
Help me.